Welcome to the first King Up episode. Originally it was called King Habits, but I changed it to King Up because it was a little bit more motivating and a little bit more challenging to stick to commit to. Habits usually have this sense of it's a chore that you have to do them, whereas King Up is a sense of you got to level up. You have to do these certain things if you want to level up, if you want to be a better version of yourself. So King Up is more of a challenge, more of a motivating encouragement to realize that you're not the best that you are right now, but you can be, and you will be if you stick to these habits. So the first one I'm going to talk about is seeking the kingdom of God. It's only fitting because in the verse of the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33, it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Now, what it's talking about when it says all these things shall be added unto you, if you look at the verses above it, it talks about, people worrying about what they might eat and the next meal that's coming, or their clothing, worrying about they'll get enough clothing for themselves. And sometimes we just worry about these things subconsciously, and we worry about how much money we're going to earn in the week to put food on the table or to pay our bills, etc. But Jesus says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And all of these things that you're worrying about will be added unto you." You don't have to worry about them. You don't need to stress because they will be supplied for you no matter what. But seeking the kingdom of God and his righteousness, that's what's key. And it's not so much seeking a physical kingdom. It's about having an attitude or a perspective or a complete focus on what is right and what's benefiting his kingdom. And what are these things that benefit the kingdom? Well, speaking honestly, speaking the truth, or at least don't lie. It's trying to find in every situation a perspective or an attitude where you can improve it, you can make it better, or you can learn from it and make yourself better. It's about seeking with having a lens, putting on, in a sense, glasses, and seeing a perspective that you can find the good in it. Trying to find ways that you can benefit others or serve others or improve others, mostly improving yourself. Improving yourself in the sense of finding the flaws within yourself, finding the wrong attitudes that you always have, or finding the wrong mentality that you have towards life or to other people, and just trying to find the best way to travel, in a sense, through life, to bring less suffering, not only for yourself, but those around you. And that's what it really means, in a sense, seeking the kingdom of God. And his righteousness is obviously seeking his above ours, because I can say, only for myself really, that my righteousness has really got me nowhere and has brought on more pain, more shame, more suffering in my life and to others than his righteousness has. When I seek his righteousness, when I try and achieve or reach for his righteousness, a lot of my life becomes less sufferable because it's a lot better advice or a lot better wisdom, a lot better, in a sense, attitude or mentality than what mine could ever be. So what's one thing you can do today to seek the kingdom of God? Well, it can be what's one thing, or even sense your talent or your gift that you've been given. If you're a talented musician or an artist or even a logical kind of person where you can think outside the box or see things that other people can't see, and pushing into that, leaning into that, and pushing aside anyone that tries to shame you for doing what your talent is, or what your gift is, or what your passion is. God's given you those gifts. God's given you those talents for you to strive towards, to better, to improve, so that you can serve the community a whole lot better with those specific niches or those specific talents and gifts, with those specific eyesight, so to speak, because other people can't see or hear what you can hear or see. Improving and in honing on those skills, those talents and those gifts that you've been given by God allows you to serve the community a whole lot better. For example, someone that's got interest in finances, someone that can see patterns with finances and is really interested in, stocks or shares or bank stuff that I don't understand. Those people with those talents and skills to do with finances can help other people find ways to manage their money or find ways to earn more money and to make their life less sufferable. Same with personal trainers. Like, I'm a personal trainer. I'm interested in how the body moves and how the muscles work, and also how nutrition affects our bodies. So with my talent in these things and being curious in the body and how it works and improving that as much as I can, then I can provide a service to the community that struggle to understand how the body works and struggle to find time to educate themselves about how the body works. They can come to me and I can help and teach them as much as I can so that they know what to do in the gym when I'm not there, and they know what they're doing, and they've learnt from me how their body works and how their body functions and movements of the body, how to activate separate individual muscles. So if you have a talent or a skill and a gift, hone in on it, improve on it, try and find as much information, educate yourself as much as you can. Be the best version and the master in that specific field. Because once you become a master and are able to help and provide people, in a sense, information or the best ways that you've found that can benefit their lives, you can provide a great service that people now have access to becoming better versions of themselves without having to do all the hard work. And they will happily pay for it. The minute that you show them that you're a master at something specific, a certain niche, they will be happy to pay for it, and you don't have to worry about money at all. And that's how, in a sense, seeking the kingdom of God and his righteousness and everything else will be added unto you. All your money issues will go away. Or your food or your shelter or your bills, in a sense, will go away, because the community will look after you if you look after the community. And by doing that, you have to become the best version of yourself. That's one way of seeking the kingdom of God. That's only one. There is millions. There's probably unlimited ways you can seek the kingdom of God. Even in personal situations even with your relationships. It's how can I improve on my relationship? Is there something that I'm not doing or something that I'm saying that is making it worse, is making it more sufferable? What can I do in my relationship that can heed and serve the person that I'm in a relationship with and help them to have a less sufferable life, and that will then help me have a less sufferable life? What can we do to work as a team and communicate? Even communicating clearly, precisely, is seeking the kingdom of God. So I encourage you, even if you're not a Christian, have a high ideal of what your life would look like if it was the best version of yourself, or the best versions of everything in your life. You know, your job title, your relationships, in your hobbies. What would that look like? What is the best version of yourself in all those areas looks like? And that's, in a sense, seeking the kingdom of God, because you're trying to become the best version where you can serve not only yourself, but you're serving everyone in your community, and they in turn will help and serve you. So seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Have a good day, and King up.